Hi viewers, my name is Otokeyz, and in today's video we'll be looking at drop 2 voicings, what are they and how you can incorporate them in your playing. But before we get started, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, endeavor to do so and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever we upload new video tutorials. Welcome back to this video. So what are drop 2 voicings? Alright, drop 2 voicings are simply chords that are formed by dropping down the second highest note to the bottom. Okay, the second highest note to the bottom. Now what do I mean by that? Let's take for example a C major triad, C, E and G. Now in this chord, the highest note here is the G. Okay, it serves as your soprano. Okay, so let's take it as a vocal harmony part. The highest note, which is the C, is the soprano. The second highest note, which is the E, serves as the alto. Then while the lowest note, the C, serves as your tenor. Okay, so we are going to treat them as vocal parts right now. So this is your soprano, G is the soprano, E is the alto, and then C serves as your tenor. So the drop 2 there, or the second voicing there, is the E. Okay, this is the first, the second, and then the third. Okay, so the drop 2 there is simply taking this second highest note, which is the E, and playing it with the left hand at the bottom, and you have this. So this is your C major triad, but drop 2. Okay, originally the chord we have C, E, G. All right, but this is the second note. Based on the way I explained earlier, you treat them as what? Harmony parts: soprano, alto, and what? Tenor. So you take this E and play it at the bottom, and this gives you a C major drop 2 voicing. Okay, C major triad drop 2 voicings. Okay, so what if we are playing an F major triad? Okay, this is an F major, F, A, C. So what we're gonna do right now is gonna take the second highest note, which is A, and play it at the bottom. Okay, play it at the bottom, and then you have an F major triad drop 2. Okay, or you can simply do it this way for triad chords, your drop 2. When you have triads, you take the middle note and play it at the bottom. Okay, you play it below with your left hand, so it serves as the lowest note right there. So taking the middle note of a triad and playing it as the lowest note gives you a drop 2. So again, C major triad, we take this middle note, which is E, and drop it down to the bottom, and then you have what? Your C major triad drop 2. Let's take for example an F major once again. This is an F major triad. Take this middle note and drop it at the bottom, and then you have what? An F major triad drop 2. Okay, let's take for example 7th chords. If you have 7 chords like your C major 7th, then what will be your drop 2 voicing for it? Now we have C, E, G and B. So we're going to simply take the 5th of this, which is going to be the G. 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so the 5th, which is G, we're going to play it at the bottom and omit it from our right hand, and this gives you your C major 7th chord but drop 2. So for 7 chords, how do you get drop 2s for them? You simply take the 5th of the 7th chord and play it with your left hand, leaving behind the other chords with your right hand. Okay, so C, E, G and B, we have the 1, C is the 1, E is the 3, G is the 5 or the 5th, and B is the 7th. So we're going to take this 5th, drop it down here, and you have what? C major triad drop 2. Sorry, C major 7th drop 2 voicing right here. Okay, let's also go to an F major 7th as well. These are F major 7th. This 1, 3, 5 and 7. We take this 5th here, play it below, and then you also have what? An F major 7th drop 2 voicings. Alright, very quickly, let me show you how you can use this drop 2 voicings, especially when you're playing with triads. For now, I'm going to do this using triad chords. Okay, so let's say you're playing the C major triad, or a chord progression that moves from your 1 to the 4. All right, So how do we use our drop tools in this scenario? This is your 1 chord. Instead of playing this, we'll play this as your 1. Then for your 4 chord, instead of playing this, okay, or having to play this, what we're gonna do is gonna take this A note, which is the 3rd, play it below. Okay. Another simple way we can do is this. When we play this triad, we can simply take this middle note and play it below. So you have alright, so 1 to the 4. Now let's take, for example, you're playing a chord progression that moves from the 1, 4 to your 5. Now let's use drop 2 on them. This is your 4. So we're using drop 2s on them. Instead of playing this or having your roots as your bass, you have your 3rd there as your bass, your 3rd, which is E. Then this is for the 4 chord and for the 5 chord. One, 4, 5, and back to your 4, then 1. Okay, so this is how you can use the drop tools if you're playing with triad chords. But I'll be making another video on how to use drop tools if you're playing with 7th chords. But don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell if you haven't done so, to get updates whenever we upload new videos. Thank you.